Good day, my dear children. Unit number 1, Science and Scientific Phenomena. The theme of our lesson is Unit Revision. Learning objectives. Understand the main points in unsupported extended talk on a wide range of general and curricular topics, including talk on a limited range of unfamiliar topics. Understand main points in extended texts on a wide range of familiar and some general and curricular topics. 2-minute drill. Talk for 2 minutes about the most important event in your life. You should say what the event was about. Thank you. Where it took place. Okay. And explain why it is important for you. Good job. Genetics. What do you know about genes? Very well. What do you think of the idea of genetically engineering new bodily organs to replace yours when you are old? Thank you. Okay. Very well.
Welcome to Tech Today. This week it's National Science and Engineering Week. So to celebrate, we asked Jed, our science correspondent, to give us a roundup of new inventions.
Oh yes, I've got some very interesting things to tell you about today, starting with a fun one. Wingsuits. Those suits that look like bats and allow people to fly, or glide at least. They're the ultimate in cool.
But they're not very new, are they?
Well, no, but the modern ones are better than ever, and last October was the first ever World Championship in China. The price is coming down too. Now you can buy one for $600 to $2,000. It's still too expensive for me, but I suppose it'll keep coming down.
OK, what about useful new inventions?
There are lots of those. There's a new solar water distiller created by Gabriele Diamonti, aimed at parts of the world where it's hard to get clean drinking water. You pour in salty water and let the sun do the work for a few hours, then, hey presto, you have clean water.
Oh.
It's a very simple device and fairly cheap to produce.
Can I hear some doubt in your voice?
Well, they still need help with investment to start producing the distiller properly. So if anyone out there has money to invest in a great product...
Absolutely! Get in touch with the designers.
Another useful invention, which it would be good to see in production, are Enable Talk gloves. These were invented by some Ukrainian students to allow people with speech and hearing impairments to communicate with people who don't understand sign language. The gloves use sensors to translate sign language into text, then into spoken language using a smartphone. A brilliant invention.
Yes, that could benefit thousands of people.
Another useful invention comes from a surprising source. James Cameron, the film director.
The Titanic director?
The very same. Cameron was part of a team headed by engineer Ron Allum, which designed the deep-sea Challenger submarine, capable of descending to the lowest parts of the sea, 10 kilometres down. Last year, Cameron went down to the bottom of Challenger Deep, the deepest part of the sea in the world. He was the first person to do a solo dive there, and he stayed for 3 hours, the longest time so far.
Oh, that sounds impressive.
Yes, we know so little about what's at the bottom of the ocean, and it's important to find out more. OK, so now for something useful in a different way. You know that feeling when you're trying to get tomato ketchup out of a bottle and it won't come out. But you sure there's lots more in there?
Yeah, of course. It's really annoying.
Well, a team of students at MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, have come up with a new product that you use to coat a glass or plastic bottle, and then what's inside, hair gel or mustard or whatever, comes out really easily.
Oh, so it saves hours of frustration trying to get stuff out of bottles.
Exactly. Right, now for my favourite invention. This is really silly, but I love it. It's a way of producing clouds indoors.
Clouds?
Yes, a Dutch artist has come up with a way of forming perfect small white clouds inside. They're just beautiful. I don't think you can do it yourself at home yet, though.
I don't think I'd want to.
Oh, you would if you'd seen the photos. They're amazing.
OK, Jed. Thanks for that. We'll leave you with your head in the clouds and see you again next week.
This recording was brought to you by the British Council. To find others like it, visit www.britishcouncil.org/Learn English Teens.
Now, do this exercise before you listen and write the inventions in the correct group. If you don't know, have a guess. Real inventions and fictional inventions. Time travel machine. Indoor cloud maker machine. Sign language translation gloves. Wing suits that enable you to fly. Air maker for use on other planets. Biofabric clovers that change color according to the wearer's mood. Solar water distiller. Digital running shoes that give you performance statistics. Thank you very well. Check your understanding, true or false, and your task is circle true or false for these sentences. Wingsuits allow people to fly or glide. Wingsuits are getting cheaper. Gabriel Demonte's water distiller is powered by the sun. The Enable Talk gloves help people to use sign language in really cold conditions. James Cameron invented a new underwater camera. MIT students have invented a new type of ketchup. The last invention is a way of producing clouds indoors. The science correspondent thinks the clouds are ugly. Okay, you should circle true or false for these sentences. Thank you. Okay, very well. Now task number 3. Check your understanding gap fill and write the word to fill the gaps. The first, wingsuits are not very, but the modern ones are better than ever. The second, last October was the first ever wingsuit built in China. The third, you can buy a wingsuit for $602. The fourth, the water distiller is for places where it's hard to get clean water. Thank you. The fifth, to produce the water distiller properly, they still need help with. Okay. The sixth, the Enable Talk gloves were invented by some Ukrainian. Okay. The seventh, the gloves use sensors to turn sign language into and then into spoken. Good job. The eighth, James Cameron was part of a team which designed a submarine capable of descending 2 kilometers down. Okay. The ninth, James Cameron was the first person to do a solar so deep under the sea. Okay. The 10th, MIT students have invented a product that helps people get the contents out of. Very well. The 11th, a Dutch has found a way of creating clouds indoors. Thank you. And the last, the 12th, you can't make clouds for yourself yet. Okay, very well. Good job. Thank you. Now group discussion. When must people seek genetic counseling? The next, how does genetics influence on the future of the people? And what is the recent revolution which occurred in the field of genetics? Some sentences. Okay, be quick. Very well, thank you. And the last step, it is a reflection time. Complete this sentence with your own words. The most difficult part of today's lesson was for you. Thank you very much. The lesson is over. Goodbye.